Hi and welcome back. So amidst all of the news that's in the government at the moment and obviously the likelihood of us all going into isolation, what I've really tried to do this evening is a really nice just stretch and release sort of mobility series of exercises for the next few minutes. So this is a really nice way to help instill relaxation, calmness, promote a little bit of focus back on yourself, allowing that mind-body connection that's so important, can help reduce sort of stress, tension, all those things, anxiety, those things that we might be feeling at the moment. It can also be a nice thing to do for those of you that maybe are working from home and you're setting up desks and things at home, and maybe it's not quite as good as it is when you're in work and you're getting quite stiff or tight because of postures and positioning. And this is a really nice one as well to do just before you go to bed, because it helps ease anything off and actually can help promote a really nice good night's sleep. So all you need to do is find yourself on the floor, on the carpet, on a mat, whatever's comfortable for you. It's nice to do it in a slightly darkened room if you feel comfortable doing that. You can have your eyes open or closed, whatever's comfortable to you through these exercises, and just wear something nice and free that you can easily move in. So if you bring yourself down to the mat, it doesn't matter how you start with, you can sit cross-legged with the legs out, and we're going to start at the top and gently work down through the body. Okay, so first of all, just want you just to gently just rock the pelvis forwards and backwards. So let's just find a nice posture so we can just do those simple stretches. So I'm starting my legs crossed, but you can bring them out, both of them in front of you. Good. Okay, and then grow up nice and tall, like we did with the warm-up in standing. Good. And let's just turn our head to look over that side. Good. Keep the head there for me. So the chest, the body is all pointing forwards, just the head turns. And then we're going to go across to the other side. Just hold that head and neck there. Just move to where you feel comfortable and able to, but don't force it. And come back to the middle, and then just drop the shoulder down, or drop the ear to the shoulder I should say. Good. So keep that nice gap between the ear and the shoulder here, and just turn the chin to look towards the armpit so we get that lovely stretch for the side of the neck. Good. And let's bring ourselves back up, and then the same to the other side. Drop the ear to the shoulder, and then chin to look towards that armpit again, that stretch through on this side. And then slowly bring the head back up. We're going to take a nice deep breath in, so we're breathing in. And split the arms at the top. And breathe out. And just look over that back shoulder. So you're looking away from me now. And place your hand on your leg just to facilitate that stretch and that turn. And again, deep breath in to the front and breathing out. And again, feel that stretch. So still think about growing tall through the head. And again, deep breath in and out. Reach round as far as you can. Think of that spine being like a corkscrew, turning round. And again, deep breath in and out. We'll do one more in each direction. So breath in, tall, and then rotate and turn, and really feel that stretch all the way down from the top of the head down to the base of our spine. And last one, breathing in and out. And bring yourself back round to the front. We're going to bring ourselves in a mermaid position. So take the legs out. If you don't feel comfortable for hips, just pop one leg out in front of you. I'm going to have my legs in that mermaid shape. Place the hand to the side, keep that hip grounded, and take a nice reach over. Good. And just feel that stretch down the side of the body now. Good. And again, breath in and to the other side. So as we do this, we'll feel that stretch change, and it will feel different on this side of our body. And again, deep breath in and out. And you can just Fold there. Remember, keep that hip grounded. Good. Any tension in the neck, just let the head relax off. And again, deep breath in. And out. One more to each side. Breath in. And out. Relax that head down this time. And final time to the other side. Breath in. And out. Reach for those fingertips. Good. And come out of that position. And then we'll swap the legs. So again, bring one leg bent in, pop the other leg out. If it doesn't feel comfortable because of hips or anything, pop that leg out in front of you. And again, we're going to come over. So really important here is that you're not just coming here because of losing the stretch. So remember, that's that hip grounded. And again, breath in. And out. Relax into that stretch. And again, deep breath in. And again. Maybe once more to each side. Breath in. And out. And last one to this side. Breath in. And out. Relax that head off. Good. And come back out. Good. We're going to go into our saw position. So bring both legs out in front of you, just so there's a slight stretch on the inside there. If you're really tight at your hamstrings and you're really slumped back here, just grab, obviously I've got a head block, but a pillow, cushion, anything, just pop that underneath you just to lift you up so that you're not sat back here. I want that weight forwards on your sitting bones. Good. Bring the arms out, nice and long, that lovely posture and lengthen, and we're going to rotate and then reach down, taking that body somewhere towards that leg. So your nose is going somewhere towards your knee. You don't have to be as far down as I am. And again, lengthen tall, that nice posture, recenter, rotate, and then reach that other side. And you're going to feel this a little bit in the groin, on the back of the leg. You're going to feel it down through this one side of your back as well. That's all very normal. Breath in. And out. Really just slowly release into that stretch. And again, breath in. And out. One more time to each side. Breath in. And out. And our last one. Breath in. And out through the mouth. Hold that there. And then slowly come back up. So we're going to take ourselves onto all fours. So bring yourself round onto all fours. So you want the knees underneath our hips, 90 degrees here, 90 degrees at the hips. Hands slightly wider than shoulder distance. So move those out of the way for a second. Fingertips nice and spread. Give yourself a nice base. Okay, if you don't want to be on your wrists, you can come onto fists, or you can have little blocks that you can put your hands on. But it's good to put some weight down for a wrist to help strengthen the bones there. So we're going to do some cat and camel positions. So I'd like you to arch the back up first of all. To create that hump, that arch all the way. And then you're going to think about from the tailbone, slowly untucking that tailbone, letting the stomach come down, the chest come down, and the head and neck lifting up. Good. So it's about mobility. And again, from the tailbone, think about it being like a wave through the spine and arching up. Good. And again, all the way down. So this is a nice way to get all of that back, joining in, each part of it moving, bone by bone, vertebrae by vertebrae. Good. And again. This whole first series is really nice to do for those of you that get a bit tight in the upper back. It's really, really good. And this is nice, that start that movement for those of you that feel a bit stiff in that lower part of the back as well. So you get that movement from the tailbone into the lower, into the mid, into the upper, and into the neck. Good. Okay, I want you to find halfway between those two extremes. So where we're not sunken all the way here, and where we're not arched up all the way here. Halfway. Okay, you're going to take one hand. You can do your threading the needle action. So take one hand, thread it between the arm and the leg. Look to that hand, drop down towards that shoulder. My hips stay lifted. Follow the hand out and look up towards the hand and the ceiling on that side. And replace that hand down. And to the other side, thread through. Good. Look to that other side and push back out. And look towards the ceiling. So we're opening. So this is a really nice way to get some rotation in your upper back. So remember, our back's designed to move forwards, backwards, side to side and rotate. So it's important to keep our back healthy and mobile. We move in all of those directions. And I'll just give you one more variation for this. So you can keep doing it just like this. If you've got no shoulder issues, what you can do is drop down, keeping the hips there, and then you can do a nice open here. And you might just get a bit more in that upper back around those shoulder blades. And again, open, really important to create the opening and back. Last time on this side. So we can drop down. We can do the nice open. Place the hand. Push into that hand. Up and back down. And then drop into your shell stretch. So letting the hips drop down to the heels and just relax off. So this is just taking anything away from that lower back. We're going to come onto our stomach to do some arches now, some cobra stretches. So bring yourself down. We'll start off with some gentle ones. So just take the legs to where you feel comfortable, let them fall apart naturally, so it'll probably be about hip distance, maybe slightly wider. Head down, hands under the shoulders, elbows in. And you're just going to gently push the upper part of the back. You're going to feel that in your lower back, okay? Don't let the shoulders creep up by your ears. Keep them nicely relaxed down. And again, dropping down. Good. Now you can just do these small movements here to add in a small arch in your lower back. Or what we can do is start to push up a little bit more or halfway between, whatever you feel comfortable to. So it's your body, it's your choice. Remember, just do what you feel comfortable and able. Lots of people sometimes don't like doing these sorts of exercises, but they're so crucial to do to keep our back nice and mobile and being able to extend. Lots of people, if they get kind of sciatic symptoms in their legs, often find these a really helpful exercise to do. But if you've got any concerns, just have a chat to your physio that you're seeing and they'll be able to advise you better. Good. Okay. We're just going to come up and hold that. So remember, if you're here, do a little body check. Make sure you're not sinking into your shoulders. Bring those shoulders back, lengthen. And do some gentle head turns so we're not holding tension elsewhere. Again, a really nice way to do that. Good. And you'll feel that stretch through that back. Good. And then dropping down. And again, let's just reverse that curve. So taking ourselves back to our shell stretch. Reversing that direction, just nicely easing off. And just take some nice relaxed breaths here, breathing in and out. And again. Last one. We're going to roll through and onto our back. And we just got the last couple of exercises just to release on our back. So bring the feet nice and close together. Take the arms slightly wider than your mat out to the side. Do some knee rolls. So knees one way, head the other. So it's little fall outs. Good. And then just swap. And these again, nice to do. This is really moving our lower back because you can see my upper back's nice and still. So if you're quite stiff in your back, these are really nice ones to do. Just remember my feet are staying stacked. I'm not leaving one foot behind. So I make sure I get into here, not about this down here at the moment. Good. If you feel tight in one direction, just hold it to one side. It's really nice to compare as well. Think, are my knees dropping down the same distance on that side as the other? Am I stiff on one side? You know, try to understand and get to know your body and work out kind of any asymmetries that you have or where you might need to work that a little bit more. Good. Okay. And we're going to add in that stretch just a little bit more now. So just straighten one leg out. Take the knee. So I've got my left leg straight, my right leg's bent. My left hand goes across and put a nice rotation through the spine. So I'm imagining my spine's a corkscrew all the way up. And I can just relax here. Good. My shoulder blades are quite down, but I'm increasing that through my back. Good. And let's swap to the other side. So bend the other knee. Take the hand to the outside of the knee. A nice corkscrew and rotation. And come back out and draw both knees into your chest and just take a gentle rock from side to side. So let yourself just massage into that lower back. Good. And we're just going to finish off just with a couple of minutes of just relaxation. This might be something that you do regularly, it might not be. It might be something that you do a little bit with me now and then you spend some time yourself doing much longer. So just relax down. So I'm going to lay flat, but find a position you're comfortable in, whether that's laying flat, on your side, putting some more pillows, cushions. But I want you just to relax off. And we're going to do some nice few deep breaths here. So breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. So breathing in. So keep that nice cycle of that breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth, okay? And what I really want you to focus on is helping with relaxation, is making sure that out breath is longer than the in breath. So perhaps we can try to aim sort of for a 5 to 9 ratio. So breathing in through the nose for 5, breathing out through the mouth for 9. And if you count that in your head. And if that's too much, aim for slightly less, aim for 4 to 8. If 9 is very easy, do a much longer out breath. But the long out breath is what helps that relaxation. And that's why it's really, really important to focus on that, okay? I want you to get those breaths deep down into the bases of our lungs. We're hearing so much about what's going on in the world, about chest and respiratory problems. So let's use our lungs. Let's get the breaths down into the base of the lungs. Let's open up all of those air spaces. You know, that's what we're given. If we're not spending as much time going out and we're just breathing at the tops of our lungs, then actually we're not using that volume. So allow this now to do that. So there's so many benefits. As you do these last few breaths for me, notice the little pause between the in-breath and the out-breath, the change in that flow of that breathing. Do one more breath there. Good. And if you feel ready to, just slowly open your eyes and bring yourself back up to sitting. If you feel like you need to stay and continue those breaths for a bit longer, just continue that. Always roll through your side and push you up Give your head a minute to adjust where you've done those deep breaths and you've been lying down. So just like to say thank you for joining us for that lovely stretch and release mobility series. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it's brought a little bit of stillness, calmness, and allowed you just to bring a little bit of flexibility and mobility back to your bodies. And I look forward to seeing you again soon. Thank you. Bye.